What's that? You say you don't have thousands of dollars to buy an elaborate video switcher to help with your live streams or other multicam projects? I've got some good news for you. The contents of this box provide that solution for a whole lot less. We'll unbox and take an up-close look at the ATEM Mini Pro ISO straight ahead. Hi friends, Bill here. Welcome inside Bill's Reviews and Tech Tips. And today's a combination of the two. We've got a review, we've got a tech tip for you. The review is the ATEM Mini Pro ISO, an amazing bit of technology in one really tiny package from Blackmagic. They know what they're doing in that world. So let's pop open the box and I'll show you what comes in the kit. Then we'll set it up and have a little fun. I think one of the things you'll be amazed by, like I was, is how simple the kit is. There aren't pieces falling out everywhere. We've got your power supply, which you would hope to have included, and you've got some adapters if you're traveling overseas. And then, as we lift that platform off and go to the basement of the box, we have the star of the show from Blackmagic, the ATEM Mini Pro ISO. You've got your stickers and your manuals. That's it. How about this for an unboxing in rapid fashion? You've got two elements here in the kit. You've got the board, you've got the power. We'll plug a couple cameras into the board in a moment. Let me give you a 30,000 foot flyover of what's happening here first. There are 4 inputs that you'll switch from. All of them need to be HDMI in. You'll see those ports along the back side. Then there are 2 audio in ports. Both of them are 1/8 inch mini. There's a unique connection between audio and video in this Blackmagic Pro ISO, because you have the choice to set for each one as to whether or not you want the audio to follow along with the video as you switch. Now, I'm going to have that feature turned off for all of mine because I have the audio being recorded independently. But if you had a 4-camera shoot and each one had its own audio that you wanted to capture, then you would leave that on so that as you switched cameras, the audio would go along with it. Lots of effects. We'll show you some of those here in just a couple of moments. But mostly, I'm amazed by the versatility, the dexterity of this board. So let's do this. Let's plug the board into the monitor. So this is my HDMI out. So we'll put the iPad here into port number 1. We'll put the DSLR into port number 2. If I look up, I can say hi to you. Right now, on the program monitor, you're seeing me right here on the iPad. And as I hit over to number 2, now you're seeing the wider shot that we have set up over here. It's that simple. It's ridiculously simple. And with the 2 cameras that we have, iPad here, and then the DSLR up top, you're able now with 4 inputs to set up whatever look you want to have. A lot of people use this board through OBS to work as part of their streaming of games and their Twitch streams and all of that. We found this to be incredibly useful. For the first time we ever used it, it was live on site for a client as we were doing live streams across multiple platforms to celebrate the grand opening of a major retailer on the west side of Michigan. We had never used this before. We went a day early, set it up, and we're kind of hoping that we would figure it out. It's so simple, it's remarkable. Right now I've got it set on cuts. So as we go back and forth, these are just cuts. But I also have the ability, if I wanted to go through and set up some different shots. Maybe we want to do a slow dissolve. And now I come over here to auto and I can set up these different transitions. First one was just a mix, so you can see the slow dissolve. I can also set it up so that we have a push. We can go top down. We can go left to right, right to left, and these different, you're not using a lot of these for the most part. There's a dip to white, and there's some customizability through all of this that you can dig into the more that you get into it. One of the great parts about this Blackmagic ISO, what separates it from the earlier iterations, is the ability to plug through USB-C an external hard drive in and record everything you're doing, including each camera separately. So maybe you're doing a live stream, but later on you think, I'd like to grab each one of those cameras, and then I'll tighten things up and I'll do it better, and then I'll post or I'll make better use of that longer form once I get a chance to clean it up. You can do all of those things through here with an external hard drive. When you hit record, it's going to grab all 4 cameras, and you'll be able to set those up. By the way, if you use Blackmagic, if you use DaVinci, I believe, it puts out those files in that format so that they're ready to go as a project in all of that. We also have a picture-in-picture function. You can see one picture here, one picture here. There are different places you can put them all the way around. This is, by the way, the interface that kicks out of this device. If you don't want to see all of your preview windows, and if you don't want to see, now I'm not feeding it any audio, but if I was, you would see that over here. If you don't want to see all of that, if you don't want to be bothered by some of the other information that's coming this way, you can change it from multi-view over to program so that all you're seeing at all times, let me turn off the picture-in-picture, all you're seeing at all times is the program. If you want to see just camera 4, which I have nothing into, that'll be dark, camera 3, nothing, but if you just wanted to see camera 2, or if you just wanted to see camera 1, you can do that as well. If you are in an emergency and you need to fade to black, you just hit fade to black, and now in the program, we're back to dark. There are so many different aspects of the usefulness of this board. It's absolutely amazing. Again, HDMI in, HDMI out. You feed it into your laptop if you want to work with OBS. You feed it into a monitor if you want to use it in this kind of a setting where what you're really looking at is the production, and you're directing a multi-camera shoot from the headquarters of the director. It's really, really cool stuff. I've been amazed by the quality of the build, the reliability of the process, the ease of the setup. For a guy like me, that's really, really important. So the ATEM Mini Pro ISO has been a game changer in our world, and it could be a game changer for you as well. Thanks so much for being part of Bill's Reviews and Tech Tips. Please hit that subscribe button and let us know if you have any questions about this or any other products we might be able to review for you, and we'll see you next time.